Hello adventurers, and thanks for tuning in again. Make sure you hit subscribe because I've got lots of tips for you every day as I train for my first 100-mile race. Of course, today I'm not so stoked to talk about this topic because it sucks. I just had my first major setback in training right when I was just about to do my first major training day. I was really excited because today and tomorrow I was going to join some run groups that I hadn't run before, and I couldn't wait to work on my speed and work on new techniques and meet new people running and get in those miles. And what happened yesterday? Sorry, I should have given you a warning. It's gross. It's all black and blue and it hurts. Sometimes you can do everything right in training. I mean, I made those videos about strengthening your hips, about how to prevent runner's knee, how to prevent injuries like that. And sometimes you do all of those things and you still end up on the curb. In my case, quite literally. Yeah, I was riding my bike because my New Year's resolution was to not sit in the car as much and to commute more on my bike, and I was feeling so great. I've been doing it and I love it and it's awesome, and I just made one little small misstep and hit the curb. Landed right on my knee in 3 places. Do you want to see it again? Sorry. Well, needless to say, I am going a little crazy because now I can't train the way that I want to. My MCL hurts, and although I think it's probably not more than just bumped and bruised, maybe a tiny, smallest grade of sprain, I don't know. And, it doesn't seem worth it to go to the doctor just quite yet. The pain hurts when I walk, but really what I want to talk to you about is just how to stay down when you're injured, how to rest. Rest is so important for your body to heal itself. And I know it drives you crazy when you're on track for training every single day, when you've been exercising every single day, to have to actually sit and rest and to miss out on your training. I personally feel like I start to lose a lot, or I start to feel like I gain a lot of weight. I start to feel like I eat unhealthier foods. I start to go crazy mentally because I'm not exercising. But you have to take those moments for your body to heal itself. Otherwise, you're going to end up being more injured than you were before. I don't want to end up having surgery. I don't want this to affect my running for months or years or my lifetime. So I'm going to stay down, and as crazy as it makes me, I'm just going to rest, ice, elevate, and compress. Probably I won't do the compression, but I'm gonna keep my knee easy. I'm gonna keep things easy for my knee. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit to keep my body moving, but if you're in a situation where you have injured yourself or something doesn't feel right, take the time to let your body recover. You don't want to injure yourself more. I know it sucks, but just find something else to occupy that space in your brain. Me, I like to turn to cooking and baking when I'm stuck inside. Yeah, it doesn't help with the weight thing, but if you can find really healthy recipes, then you're golden. Find something else to occupy that time that you would spend running. Maybe read a book or pick up a new hobby. Do that, and you'll still be making great use of that time even if you're not on the trails. And then when you do start to feel a little bit better, maybe try some other sports or trainings that won't aggravate the muscle or whatever is bothering you quite as much. So I might go to yoga where I can alter the poses so that they don't hurt my knee. I might go to Pilates because then again, I don't have to do any of the exercises that aggravate it. And that way I'm still maintaining my muscle, I'm still maintaining my routine, but I'm not putting the stress on it that maybe running would. So I hope that whatever setbacks have you down right now, you can see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and you don't let them get you too down. Hang in there. I'll be back tomorrow with more training tips. You're gonna get through it and you're gonna be back on those trails. Run happy.